Well, hi there, everybody, and good Thursday morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski. We have a lot to talk about here as we go through the next couple of minutes. Let's just start off with the here and now. Now, first off, today there is a big threat for severe weather to our south. Not here in the KSMB viewing area, but if you know people that live in central, southern Kansas, especially, and northern Oklahoma, say places from like Dodge City to Wichita and down towards areas west of Oklahoma City, there is a potential outbreak of severe weather there today. Now, for us here in Nebraska, we could eventually see some severe weather, but the chance isn't nearly as high. We're going to see a lot of clouds today. If we see sun, the best chance to the southeast. Meanwhile, maybe a few scattered showers in the western parts of our viewing area, and especially out in the panhandle where there could even be some snow areas mixed in with that rain out in the far western part of the state near the Wyoming border. It's this evening when we start to see things start to turn downhill for us. So it's not going to be a pleasant day today, but mostly dry through 5 or 6 o'clock. Strong storms are expected to fire, though, south of Interstate 70 down in Kansas. That's off of our screen here. And then they will lift northward into Nebraska. But as they lift northward, they get elevated. They're going to be lifting north of a warm front. And so as they get elevated, they become weaker. Now, we could still see some severe thunderstorms, especially in northern Kansas and parts of southern Nebraska. But the farther north they get, the weaker they get because they get more elevated. So we are still looking at the potential for severe weather, but not just that. I think the bigger threat's actually heavy rainfall on top of areas that we've already seen 2, 3, 5, almost 6 inches of rain since earlier this week. So heavy rainfall on top of that is going to cause some problems out there. We'll keep rain shower chances and isolated thunderstorms going through the late night hours and into your Friday morning. Look at that snow out towards the west continuing. We'll keep chances of rain and isolated thunderstorms going for Friday during the day, but then later in the day, once again, we could see big-time severe weather to our south. Maybe not an outbreak, but still a lot of severe weather to our south, and that will try to lift northward once again. So elevated thunderstorms, maybe some severe weather again, and also maybe some pockets of heavy rainfall. This time the focus is maybe for the better chances towards the eastern part of the state in parts of central Nebraska. And so again, the flooding is a potential concern. We'll keep shower and thunderstorm chances going into Saturday morning. Then more of just kind of rain chances. I think as we see a cooler air work in, even more stable air work in, the thunderstorm chances go away. Things will kind of slowly wrap up as we head into your day on Saturday. By Saturday afternoon, many of us done with the rain. But again, some really good rainfall on the way. Now, this is one forecast model. This is the North American forecast model. But most long-range models are kind of showing over the next couple of days the highest totals being in eastern Nebraska. But either way you look at it, 1, 2, 3, 4 inches of rainfall under areas that get the heaviest, the strongest thunderstorms. This is going to cause problems on top of what we've already seen. So the Hastings National Weather Service has already issued out a flash flood watch starting this evening, continuing into the late evening or early morning hours of late night, Friday night, early Saturday morning, basically, in those green shaded areas. Now, it's kind of hard to see there along the Nebraska-Kansas border down there near Guide Rock, but the Republican River, there is a flood warning out because there is some minor flooding ongoing at this time. That pink way out west there in Sioux County, yes, that is a winter storm warning in the far northwest corner of the state. Now let's talk about severe weather. All right, so there's a high risk of severe weather south of Interstate 70 down in Kansas and Oklahoma. There's a marginal risk. You might be able to see it on the very edge of your screen there in the red shaded area. Excuse me, a moderate risk, not a marginal risk, a moderate risk. It's closer to Interstate 70. And then an enhanced risk in the orange shaded areas. And then as you get into the KSMB viewing area, yellow shaded, the slight risk, northern Kansas, southern Nebraska, and then up towards the Grand Island, Hastings, Kearney area, Lexington, York, Lincoln, a marginal risk where there's maybe some isolated severe storms are a possibility. So we're looking at mostly a wind and hail threat, especially as you get down in northern Kansas. We get into the Nebraska side of things, a little bit of severe weather, but not as much of a chance. I'm not going to say that we won't see any tornadoes, but the chance is pretty low. As I said, the chance is much higher to the south. Tomorrow, kind of a similar situation, not as much severe weather expected, but a marginal risk of severe weather, mostly near and south of Interstate 80. Here late in the day tomorrow into tomorrow evening. Highs later on today, we're looking at 50s and 60s for the most part. It's going to be a breezy, cool, cloudy day, some rain out west. Thunderstorm chances will hold off until this evening and overnight tonight. Not a pleasant day, though, for today. And in fact, the next couple of days even cooler. 40s and 50s for highs on your Friday, mostly 50s on Saturday. A better day on Sunday, but also note Friday or Saturday morning and again Sunday morning, some places, especially out west, will drop into the 30s for overnight lows. The rain and thunderstorm chances return late Sunday night, continuing all the way through Tuesday. A little cooler Tuesday compared to Monday and Wednesday. Still a little bit below average for this time of the year. So again, we got lots of rain to talk about, a little bit of severe weather. The outbreak is going to be the bigger story farther south outside of the KSMB viewing area. So again, this is about a 5-minute long weathercast here, so I'm going to call it quits for now. If you have any questions, of course, you can always reply in the comments section below. Until next time, I'm meteorologist Travis Klineski. Hope you have a great Thursday, and God bless.